dead horse.
This is your problem. You don't
Not
realize.
my problem. It's reality. The dead horse keeps getting kicked. It doesn't care.
And it still became fucking part of like English vernacular, right? Kicking a dead horse.
Yeah, I guess what's not part of the English vernacular. Two Dolts podcast.
The N word? Oh no, that's it.
Definitely, but yeah. Do you have a topic?
Do I have a topic?
Dude, how do you feel about the WNBA?
Well, I feel like it's
Don't give a fuck.
subpar athletics.
Dude, thank you for saying that. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So we know men, this is a scientific fact, are better at sports than women. Right?
Yeah. Other than gymnastics, yes.
Oh, dude, great point. Good point. So when it comes to basketball, we've watched men graduate from
girls
the
WNBA
the 2-point set shot, the free throw set
underhand.
shot. Yes. To
the Bob Cousy
pick and rolls, to driving lane, to an alley-oop, to dunking,
Sean Kemp,
to dunking,
yeah,
to hey, you guys are shooting that ball from way far away. We should make that worth more points. No, we have a 3-point line.
Sure.
And Steph Curry ruined that.
Yep.
He's too fucking good at it. We are able to watch dudes jump from the free throw line and dunk. We are able to watch a dude 3 dribbles behind his back, move to the top of the key and throw a ball behind his head, and a guy floats through the air and absolutely fucking rocks the rim. Yes, you with a hand up.
Thank you. So given let's take women's out of this real quick.
We're taking women out of it. Thank God.
Thank God. No periods.
Yeah.
Being a sports guy, right? Being an NBA guy, don't you think with the Euro step,
I hate it.
They're making it easier? If Jordan had a Euro step,
oh my God! If anybody back then had that gather Euro step bullshit that they're allowing now,
they get 5 extra steps.
Dude, do you remember? I remember basketball practice. The instant my hand went from that top third of the basketball to the side,
carry.
The whistle got blown.
Yep.
My hand got slapped. Carry the ball.
Yep.
Anytime that you bounce that ball and you decided you're about ready to make a move, your hand came around under the ball to move it. Twit.
So we'll give that
remember
to Allen Iverson.
You remember the times, dude?
Yeah. So Allen Iverson changed.
You're a few years behind me. You went through the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember walking on the floor, being able? There was no crossovers and shit. We never dribbled between our legs. You put a shimmy shake on a guy. You got in the lane. You're like, I got this guy right where I want him. I'm gonna make a layup. Pick up the ball. You picked up your dribble.
Yep.
1 step, 2 step.
Yep.
Lay it in.
Yep.
Now,
yeah.
This fucking LeBron bullshit where he's catching the ball 1 stride inside half court, 1 dribble, and he's at the rim.
And 5 steps.
What is this fucking bullshit?
Yeah.
Then they're like, oh, it's a Euro step. Then you have a gather step. No, motherfucker. You catch the ball. You're looking around. You establish your pivot foot. You move that?
Yeah.
you kind of just like not sure what to do with the ball, and a ref catches it come an inch out of your hand. Double dribble.
I see this a lot too with like big guys that come out. And again, like a lot of big guys that come out now are not like Shaq, who's I think hit 5 threes in his life, right? So
Jesus, that dude just.
But the way that they manage their feet, they're shuffling their feet,
dude,
and using the big man with the ball as a pick to start the pick and roll on the other side. It's like that guy is shuffling his fucking feet. It's a travel 80% of the fucking time.
I think that number's got to go up.
Yeah, I was gonna say 90. Like
these guys either travel or double dribble more, and they're like, "Oh, he had 4 steps. Well, one was a gather step, the second was a Euro step, and then he's got 2." No
one in the history of
this isn't basketball.
You could pick up you could drive the hoop, grab it,
stop,
and then now land.
Both feet are down.
Yeah.
And then you could step back.
Yeah. Then do this and then pivot again. Like, what are we doing?
I hate basketball. And everybody's like, what do you know about basketball? I'm like, motherfucker, I'll tell you this. I grew up during the Jordan era.
Yeah.
He was my idol. I loved him. I watched him.
Still is.
I watched that shit, and I watched basketball through the Kobe era.
Yep.
And then I stopped. The shit we see today isn't in basketball.
No.
And everybody that's on LeBron's dick. LeBron is an absolute specimen as a human. What is he? 6'10"?
Yeah. Yeah. And
280?
Yeah.
He's a beast. He would not have lasted 4 minutes in the late 80s, early 90s.
Well, okay, so here's the argument with that. And I agree.
There's really no argument with this. There's none.
There is. So the way
there's
he
not.
is now.
There's not.
Hold on. So the way he is now.
Destroy this argument.
He's a pussy now. Right?
He's always been a pussy.
But if he was playing in an era where all the contact was expected, given his body size, athleticism, or whatever, would he have been a steward of that game versus the others? So I'll give him that credit. I heard maybe it was
that
Kenny.
Guy absolutely sucks.
I heard Kenny say,
I've never seen flop. Dude, I wanted to move this into the WNBA shit.
Sure.
Caitlin Clark just got fucking a finger to the eye.
And then got fucking body checked, like hip checked.
And then bounced right back up, kept talking shit. Yeah. Where would LeBron have been? On a stretcher in the locker room.
Yeah, on the floor.
Out for 3 weeks.
Yep.
It sucks. This is a terrible reference. I'm going to make it.
Okay.
Hockey players.
Okay.
Stanley Cup is the most difficult trophy to win in all the sports.
I agree.
It is also the most beautiful trophy.
The most coveted. Yes.
Do you hear the shit that just happened with Kachuk?
No.
His abductor muscle was ripped off the bone.
Oh, shit.
And he had a hernia. Missed 1 game. Came back. Connor McDavid just said Draisaitl played with a broken hand the entire Stanley Cup. Dude, when the Stanley Cup's over, hearing what these guys play through as injuries that are out there performing at, maybe not a top level, but performing at a fucking insane level.
Yeah.
And you sit there and see these injuries that these guys are playing with. And yet LeBron, leg cramp. I need 18 people to carry me off. Fuck you.
Yeah. No, I
I'm biased because I played hockey my entire life. It is the most difficult trophy to win, the greatest trophy, and those guys play through everything.
Oh yeah, dude. There's guys that get hit with a fucking stick in the face.
I don't even know where the abductor is, but he said it was ripped off the bone.
I think it's the muscle that attaches to your ribs. I would say
Oh, I think you're
like an
you're goddamn
abductor,
close. Yeah.
abductor,
How do you A B
abductor.
D U doctor OR, right? Abductor muscle.
Yeah, I would say.
Group of muscles that facilitate the movement of a limb or body part away from the midline of the body.
Oh,
So it's like middle of your body.
so core.
Yeah.
Which
As
you
a
kinda
hockey
need
player.
a core to fucking play hockey.
Literally do any sport. I'm
Anything,
guessing.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
ripped away from the bone, and he had a hernia on the same side, missed one game, and said, shoot me up, get me in there. These dudes, I mean, we've seen these guys. Jay McKee from the Sabres,
Yeah.
the fucking deadly staph infection.
How about
These guys are
Rob
playing a
Ray
broken
being an
legs.
announcer getting hit in the face with a puck and
Yeah,
not
yeah.
not taking any time off? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different engine.
Dude,
So to me, it's good. I see your point 1,000%, but it's comparing dirt bikes to race cars, right? So they shouldn't even be in the same field. However, if LeBron had to go through the same shit that Jordan had to go through to get through the Pistons, some people have that mentality to get through it. I think if you
I don't
put
think LeBron's got it.
no, but he came up at a different time. I think if you put
Bro, but
if you put Kobe on the
didn't
Bulls in 1984,
LeBron come into the league while Jordan was still playing? Like it was like beginning and tail end, right?
roughly, but there's a difference between Kobe, who was kind of like a crossover, and Kobe was obsessed with Jordan, to LeBron, who came in, and LeBron was already anointed as the king and the savior of the thing. He was the next Jordan without ever proving a thing, and he did well. He did great. I think LeBron's had the best career. I'm paraphrasing what Kenny Smith said. He's had the best career of anyone that's ever played basketball.
Wrong.
But
disagree with that vehemently.
Only because he's played longer.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And there's always these Jordan versus LeBron things, and
it's
LeBron
not comparable.
Like, the most points because he played longer.
It's not comparable when you look at Jordan. It's not comparable.
Look at the accolades.
Yes.
How many Defensive Player of the Year awards has LeBron won?
None. Jordan, none.
How many Jordan win? You just said none? It was like 2 or 3.
I think 9.
He won a shit ton. Jordan played both ends of the court. LeBron does not. LeBron is a bitch. He's always been a bitch. It is so funny watching the guys that celebrated him so much so many years ago are completely silent now watching him in his little fucking antics. How many times have we seen phantom fouls and he's thrown his head back, and then when they show the fucking video, it wasn't within 6 to 8 inches.
Not even close. Yeah.
No. And he's like throwing himself down. How many times did he get allegedly fouled and he's got us laying there and he's got his hands over his eyes? All of a sudden his hand moves. He's looking at the refs like, are you going to call it? What are you going to do? And it's like, dude, stop. You are dude, he's 6'8", 6'10".
Yeah.
250, 260. He's a fucking beast. He should be doing to these players what Shaq did. But he didn't. He gets touched. He's a paper tiger. I fucking hate the guy. They're like, oh, he's got the same fucking wife and girlfriend, this and that thing. He plays the game right. Fuck off, dude. You've done nothing. You are a fucking paper tiger.
So the key to look at is total games
Nope.
played.
Yeah. Guess who played more?
179. This is when was this article?
179 is not even close. That's 2 seasons, dude. They play 82 games.
This is 2018.
Yeah.
So like so in 2018.
None of this shit matters, and we all know this is all
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a LeBron skewed statistic.
Sure. Yeah.
Dude, come on. We all know who the GOAT is, and it's
Well,
Jordan.
so LeBron was recently like quoted as saying like, I don't know why people are always like ring chasing.
Oh yeah, that just
That's
came
your
up.
entire fucking career, dude.
Hey, dick face, you've been to more finals. You've got swept. Guess who never got swept? Guess who's never had to play a game 7?
And it's his 5th team, realistically. Okay, so Cleveland, then Miami, right? Then back to Cleveland,
And
and then LA, right? So it's his fourth team chasing championships.
what did he do? He had to surround himself with superstars everywhere he went.
Right.
Sure, that first Cleveland team, he had garbage.
Mm-hmm.
But then everybody's like, Jordan would have won if it wasn't for Pippen.
Which I agree.
Yep, you're that guy. And that's fine. I'm the other opposite of the guy. What's Pippen gonna win without Jordan? Nothing.
Oh, of course.
They complemented each other.
Sure.
Dude, look at the runs that the Bulls had back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that offense ran through Jordan.
Yes.
Phil Jackson admitted it when he ran that triangle offense. The ball's going to Jordan. But Michael Jordan knew enough. If he didn't have it, it's going to Armstrong. It's going to Kerr. It's going to go to Pippen. It's going to go to Paxson. It's going to go to those guys. Horace Grant. I'm going to get the ball to who needs it.
Yeah, the whole idea of
the whole offense is running through me.
Well,
and if he had an off game, if he had, back in the Tex Winter game, he knew that if he didn't have it, he knew enough to fire that ball to the guy that had it.
But here's the thing with Jordan that I think he still doesn't get enough credit for. When he had to have it. And Pippen says this over and over again in The Last Dance. Get the ball to Mike. Get the fuck out of the way. And that's just the way it is. Period. So, but I do think that
it was like a bunch of those. They had Rodman in there to clean up any mess that Jordan missed.
Right. But
and Rodman's like, I got the ball, and he took 2 seconds to look around and go, well, Jordan just missed. He's boxed out. He's covered. Pippen's getting covered. Horace Grant's right behind me. He ain't getting the ball.
Right.
Oh, look, there's BJ Armstrong.
Yep.
Whack. And then BJ's just like 3 ball all day.
Yeah, but you can't take away from what Pippen did. Pippen against Magic.
Yeah.
Was really Pippen's coming out party.
I miss
old school real basketball.
I really do.
But again, we're old, right?
Yeah, we're what we saw, we're never seeing again. The game's changed. It's moved on. But I'm sitting there just like
I see these clips of Jordan going to the hoop against whatever, New York, right? 99% of the things that weren't called fouls against Jordan. Let's say he goes to the hoop, dunks it, whatever. There's contact. It would be a foul today too. So I think in the grand scheme of things, you're really missing out on Jordan having what? 70 more and ones. And he's an 89% free throw shooter. Like, but no, the WNBA right now is the NBA in 1961. And then there's this one bitch.
All right, so
that plays like a dude.
Brittany Griner.
Well, she is a dude. No, Caitlin Clark plays like a guy. Caitlin Clark plays basketball like a fucking guy. Just when you meet a girl and she's guy funny, she's not funny for a girl. She's guy funny.
Yeah.
There's a distinct difference. Because funny for a girl is like...
The other night, the WNBA popped off.
Sure.
Popped off. So, I don't know these teams. Indiana Fever.
Yep.
Who
and
in the Sun.
Phoenix
Sun? No. It was the Sun something.
Sure,
whatever.
Who cares?
It was so Caitlin Clark, we all know, balls out. Everybody's focused on her and the whole Angel Reese thing. Angel Reese is not good at basketball. We've all seen it. This is not a race thing. It's reality. She's just not good at it. Just to the point, if you need context, everybody has picked on Angel Reese so bad for being that bad at basketball because she can't make shots. She just rebounds her own shots. She patented the word me bound. Everybody has been using the word me bound to describe Angel Reese. Well, she decided to go out and patent it. And I'm kind of pissed I didn't think about it quick enough when I heard it just before it popped up. Anyhow, the other night, Caitlin Clark, probably the best player in the WNBA
of all time.
I don't know, man. There's been some chicks that can ball. Candace Parker.
I think Caitlin Clark could retire tomorrow.
Caitlin Clark's got a fat ass offer on the table to go to Ice Cube's Big 3 tournament.
10 million?
Thing.
10 million?
Yeah. There's a lot of money on the table to go do that, but she wants to play in the WWE. Anyhow, whatever. So she was getting fouled a shit ton the other night. And
then steps in our girl.
She got a little frustrated with it.
Mm-hmm.
So then all of a sudden, she got the ball outside the 3-point line. She's trying to create a little room.
She gets popped in the eye.
Girl gets a hand up, catches her in the eye. She snaps her head back. Not LeBron style. She got clipped. Ref calls it.
She steps right up to the chick.
She steps up. She's like, why the fuck you gotta be doing that shit? Next thing you know, another chick walks up and fucking jacks her. She goes down. Everybody's like, Caitlin Clark's a flopper.
Fuck you.
All right. I condone flopping 90% of the time. There's certain points where I will
condone means you accept it.
Condone. Okay. I there's a couple times I'm like, you might lean in a little bit and get something.
Sure.
Okay, fine. At this point, to watch that video, she legit gets finger in the eye. Ref calls it. Yep. Ref calls it, drops the ball, turns around, says dead ball. Says a little thing. You're like, what the fuck's your problem? They get in each other's faces. She turns around and walk away. Another chick titty bumps her. Just fucking flexes the chest and knocks her down. Everybody's like, she flopped. Watch the video. She's looking the other way. Dude, if you're looking to your right, and I chest bump you from the left, you might fall down.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You might. I'm not saying you're going to. You might. She gets clobbered, not from her blind side, just bow. All right, jumps back up, talk some shit. And that's that. So they give out a couple, I don't know, fucking free throws, technicals, whatever. So later in the game, the absolute smoke show of
The hottest chick in
WNBA,
the NBA.
Sophie Cunningham. If you don't know her, look her up.
Genius
When
hot.
she walks into the games, she's on a fucking Victoria's Secret. I know some of you fucking assholes think that Victoria's Secret is dudes. That's the secret. It's chicks disguised as dudes, whatever. She's fucking runway hot. Tall, blonde, thin, good looking. She remembers what happens.
She's the
Caitlin-
hot Rob Ray.
She's the hot Rob Ray on the team. So all of a sudden, she's playing defense, and this the chick that fucking body checked Caitlin Clark is coming in on her, and she's like, she's a split second to decide what's up. The chick driving, slow the video down, lowers her shoulder, and goes to drive it into Sophie Cunningham. Sophie's like, you know what? I'm
Fuck you,
about to
bitch.
avenge Caitlin Clark right now. Fucking grabs her around the shoulders and the back of the neck and throws her down to the ground. She jumps up. Now in WNBA, it's kind of sexual.
It's kind of hot.
Kind of, yeah. I'm like, throw a fucking punch here. She's got this blonde chick. These are both tall blonde chicks right by the back of the head.
So it's a blonde chick and a black chick.
Blonde chick
She
and a
pushes
blonde
the
chick.
black chick.
The black chick got pushed out of the way. It's blonde on blonde right now.
Yeah, and she grabs that bitch by the back of the head.
The best thing is nobody cares how this ends.
No, we're
the
all
people
winning.
in the comments, all the people in the comments want to go, where the lip readers at? I want to know what she said, because she said some shit at that moment that squashed everything because nobody threw a punch. She's like, I got you by the back end. You move one more time, I'm gonna knock your bitch ass out. Keep coming, keep going. She's got it right by the back of the head, and she has got control. From that situation that happened, today's Thursday. This was like Tuesday night.
Sure.
You cannot buy a Sophie Cunningham jersey.
Sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah.
I sent you in Ortez the video of that fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also said, this Sophie Cunningham chick is an absolute rocket.
Oh,
she's a smoke show. She does not give a fuck. WNBA loses money every year. This whole Angel Reese thing, I don't give a fuck anymore. She sucks. The only reason you're selling tickets right now, Caitlin Clark. Everybody wants to see her fucking roll up, shoot 3 points from the logo, roll in there 22, 8 and 4, walk out with a dub. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see Angel Reese fucking rebounding in her own fucking brick from 4 feet away. And this isn't a race issue.
Well, they
This
want
has
it to
been
be
debunked 100 fucking times. And even black people are like, Angel Reese is fucking garbage. They're like, how did she get here? How? I love the videos of the bros that bat against her making her first shot every week.
Favorite.
Dude, this is my favorite thing ever. I love rooting against villains and Angel Reese is going to play the villain. That's great. She's like, oh, I got this fucking new deal with Reebok. I want it to be $1,000 a pair. You ain't getting that. There ain't nobody paying more than $10 a pair for your stupid sneakers.
Well, you have to be a good
Who's
athlete.
wearing them? She's a fucking terrible athlete.
She's garbage.
But that's the thing. It's like, but you say that you're racist because it's a black woman. Why aren't you lifting her up? Dude, she's bad. Even the black people are telling you she's bad. She's terrible. Oh, Sophie, what's up? Caitlin Clark looks like a dude. All my conspiracy theorist fucking idiot friends on Facebook are like, Caitlin Clark's a dude. Sure, show me a picture of her with a dick.
Yeah, okay. So, let's go conspiracy theory Brittany fucking Griner, who has no tits and talks like a fucking dude, before we hop into the fucking Caitlin Clark is a homely chick, but also when she dresses up, gorgeous.
Are we back?
Yeah, you there? You got me?
Yeah, you zapped out for a second.
Sorry.
I want to ask how old you are.
I'm 46.
All right. In your 46 years of elementary school, middle school, high school, college, life experience, have you ever seen an actual chick, legit female, that's kind of look like a dude?
Yeah, a billion.
They're like tomboys. We've seen them, right?
Of course.
This whole thing that Caitlin Clark may supposed to be doing this 2 hours ago. Caitlin Clark has some dudish qualities.
Yeah.
Do I think she's a dude?
On this picture right now,
no.
She has no.
Brittany Griner, I think, is a dude.
Well, we've showed this before. Like, fucking Brittany Griner shooting free throws at the pool.
Same tattoo. No, we don't need to see it. Let's go put up Sophie Cunningham pictures. She's fucking hot as balls. There's a problem with this timer on this podcast.
Why?
It says 32 minutes. It feels like fucking 320.
Well, that's on you.
That's on you. I'm not getting the sexuals tonight. Thanks. God, you suck.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah, fucking alert to go off to Vinny's in the morning is gonna suck.
So this is the girl this is a girl.
Allegedly.
That said fucking white girl. When she got
bigger. Make it bigger. Oh, yeah.
That's
pretty right. So make it bigger. Bottom right corner.
Dude, I've been trying to make it
or
bigger
is that mine?
my whole life.
Or is that mine?
That's as good as I can get it. It's a short.
Oh shit! I'm in full. All right, I wasn't.
That's Brittany Griner.
This is the video that's shown. So go back with that big winged chest tattoo. You can see where the tits have been removed.
Sure.
Right? Right there.
Yeah. That's Brittany Griner. If anyone's
this is the point of contention. And honestly, dude, I really want somebody to just come forward with this. It was so funny when she went to jail in Russia. I was like, oh, that dude deserved it. And then when we traded fucking Dr. fucking
he was actually here.
Nuclear death for this stupid dude.
Yeah.
Everybody fucking flamed out. And then she went nuclear during the season. Well, probably about 3-4 weeks ago.
Hating America.
Oh, yeah. And then she was doing an interview and a ref walked by and she fucking obliterated the ref. They're like, why is she getting suspended for this? I'm like, oh, yeah, it's a dude, though. You can't suspend a dude in a girl's sport. And it just took off. Caitlin Clark's a chick. In my eyes, she's a chick. She has masculine qualities.
She's a tomboy.
Here's the
Brittany
thing.
Griner is a
You're not-
Tom and a boy.
She's literally Tom.
Her name is Tom. Hi, I'm Tom.
Caitlin Clark she's one the rolled the dice.
Come on.
She crapped out.
Come on.
She's got masculine qualities. I believe Caitlin Clark's a chick. Brittany Griner is Brat.
Suspect.
And is a dude.
Suspect.
Yeah. You hear
Allegedly.
You hear Caitlin Clark speak.
Chick.
It's a woman's voice. There's no Adam's apple.
Brittany Griner has a deeper voice.
Dude, how many? Dude, exactly. How many times have we all seen this? Have you and I seen this over our course of our life? Dude, we went to school with chicks that have a little masculine quality. No big deal.
And they're always great at sucking dick.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Weird.
Steph.
And fucking change your oil in your 64 Camaro.
Sure.
Bang.
Yeah.
But
rub all those knots in your back.
The difference between the two are night and day in my eyes.
Yeah, I agree.
I also don't believe in chemtrails. A lot of people do. Fuck off. Whatever.
It's the thing. So, when Brittany Griner was shown on the sideline saying "fucking white girl," okay. So if Caitlin Clark was shown on the sideline saying "fucking black girl," right? Or let's even make it worse.
No. You don't need to make it worse. You just said it. What you said was equal.
So it's perfectly like lip reader, whatever. Fucking white girl, right?
A fucking white girl. It's okay for that to happen. But if Caitlin Clark or Sophie Cunningham said that fucking black girl, canceled, suspended, we need a protest, stop protesting and get the fuck out of the road or we're going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. I live in Buffalo, New York. You want to protest? Get on the sidewalk, have your signs, do what you got to do. It's great. You get in the road and I need to go to point A to point B, and you're in the middle of it, I'm going to run you over. And guess what? When I feel you go underneath my tires, I'm going to slowly press my brake pedal and then violently press the gas pedal.
Feel the crunch.
I am going to spit your remains out the back of my fucking truck.
So she walked back. So she walked the statement back, right? She's like,
no, you can't. Walking a statement back is admitting you were wrong to begin with.
So tell me,
when are we going to fucking agree on this? When are people in a society say, oh, they walked it back? Well, no, that's not apologizing. That is admitting you were wrong.
Well, so
you know you fucked up.
So, and we've talked about this through numerous texts. You can be a person of color and say something egregious.
Miserable fat dyke.
Do something egregious. Say something egregious. Do something egregious. And go, and then completely lie about the situation. And then
can we get away with that right now with this podcast?
Bro, let me tell you. No.
Okay. Wait. Why is it okay for her to do it and not us?
Because society allows people of color to have a little bit more gray space, let's call it.
I don't like it.
But here it is. Here it is. Ready? Let's watch the mouth.
Lesbian. A couple weeks ago, Brittany Griner lost against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. And after she...
So let's even take this guy's... I hate this guy's voice.
Yeah,
so
why do you have to choose the clip that has the fucking Peruvian dude speaking?
No, it's always this. A couple weeks ago, Brittany Griner Heather thing. It's like
why
Jesus Christ, bro.
accent?
But he's got a lot of fucking views. So okay, so fucking white girl, fucking trash, white girl.
She keeps saying it.
Yeah, fucking white girl, fucking trash. Got it.
They were supposed to suspend her for that, and they didn't do anything with it.
And then let's go to the interview where her baritone fucking voice.
I showed you the video. Would that help?
No, it wouldn't help.
It wouldn't help?
You said you didn't remember what you said during that viral moment after you fouled out against the Indiana Fever. A lot of people believe what you said was effing white girl or effing white girls. Is it possible that's what you said?
No, would never say that. Like,
dude,
I don't know, dude. With AI these days, it's so hard to
Sure.
see any of this shit, man.
But her,
Because I
her
don't.
voice, which it's hard for me to say her.
Yeah.
Bro. That is deep as fuck.
Yeah.
like
All right, so
What you said.
no, would never say that. Like, there's no place for that in our league. Wouldn't say that.
So even though you can't remember, you know that that was not what you
absolutely
said.
that dude's voice. So here's my thing, man. And I'm gonna cover a lot of shit real quick here.
cool, bring it.
We've all seen and heard the conspiracies about the playbook for the NFL season.
Mhm.
This is gonna happen. Everything's gonna transpire. Oh, by the way, in week 14, you are going to break your femur. You're not going to be able to play the last 2 weeks of the season. Your team's going to go into the playoffs, win the first 2 rounds, and lose.
Yeah.
And that's what you have to do. We all know that this isn't true.
No.
We've all grown up imagining that we are going to catch a touchdown with time running out in the Super
Of course. Yeah.
We are going to score the goal in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. We've all imagined this. We've all played this scenario out. So as a child, as a teenager, as a early 20-year-old kid, because that's what you're going to be, you make it to the pros. What is your goal?
Championship. Or no, I would say
stop talking.
okay.
That's all you need to say. We all know this, right? As a kid, we all thought we were going to play in the NFL.
Yes. Of
Or
course.
MLB or basketball or hockey. We all thought we were going to win a championship in that sport. We all envisioned ourselves making that fucking fadeaway basket to win the fucking championship. Game 7.
Of course.
The clock's ticking down. You score game-winning goal, all that shit. You get there. Do you really think there's a script? That you really think that these people have worked that hard? That have put their parents in precarious situations where they're almost going to be bankrupt if you don't make it. And then you're being like, you are going to survive in the NFL for 8 years. You ain't going to win shit.
And you're the Jim Kelly. Or
This
the
is what you're going to do.
Or the Bruce Smith.
You're going to go out there and you're going to win meaningless games. You're going to win that first round playoff game. Then you have to lose.
Now there is.
I call 1 billion% bullshit on all that. Everyone's like, it's rigged, it's scripted. It's not. And if it was, do you know how many people are in on it?
A lot.
Same thing with the chemtrail bullshit with the conspiracy theories.
Hold on. You're taking a big jump.
No, I'm not. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's at some point, How are all these people keeping quiet? How are you keeping all these people quiet? There ain't enough money to keep me quiet. Honestly, I'm in the NFL now. I'm making a rookie salary, and you're going to tell me that, hey, year 2, we're going to knock on a door, but my leg's going to get broken in the game, or I have to pull a hamstring as the guy's about to catch the winning touchdown.
Or
who the fuck is buying into this? Nobody.
Or that JFK was shot by one guy.
There's 2 guys, and we all know it. But we're talking sports here.
Okay.
The whole goal is to win a championship in the sport that you love, that you put your time and effort into.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're going to be told that, hey, guess what? You're going to get mad commercials. You're going to shoe deals, clothing deals, this, that, and the other thing. But you can't win a playoff game.
Yeah. So maybe it's not on the player level.
There's just too many moving parts, too many people in the know for that to be a thing.
There is commonalities between the people that ref the the people that ref the games.
There it is.
And what they call.
Oh, we're talking refs.
And now they have actually fired certain refs that magically make weird calls. Not Bills Chiefs.
Oh boy. Wow, really weird that you brought that up, being a Bills fan.
Yeah, but
that didn't take long.
It's weird that certain groups of, and you can understand.
Bro, come on. Let's be real.
Okay.
You come out of high school. You get recruited to go to SEC school. I'm in. You're all right. So you're white. You're gonna be a tight end or a wide receiver. Let's just say.
Okay.
You play your 2-3 years. 3rd year, you're fucking moving up the thing, and you're like, hey, let's just say that now, after the year you had, you're going to come out in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
This year's draft. Probably mid-3rd round, early 4th round.
Sure.
Here's the money you're going to make. Okay. You most likely going to get drafted by, and these guys know, here's 4 teams.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to draft it to. All right, cool. Dude, as a kid, your whole goal was growing up playing in the NFL. Your dream is about to come reality right now. And you're like, fuck yeah, let's go. All right. Put your name out in the draft. You do the combine and everything. 3rd round comes. You didn't get packed. 4th round comes. Halfway through. Boom. You're off to the Raiders.
Okay.
You are in the NFL. Bust your ass at fucking camp. You make the team.
Mm-hmm.
Midsummer, just before actual training camp hits, they hand you a book. Here's the script.
Yeah, no, I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't.
No.
It's not a thing because at that point you have this script in your hand. And you're like, here's how things are going to go down. Do you know how many fucking working parts are in this? Dude, seriously. You could have everybody on the same page. You could have everybody on the same fucking page. All of a sudden, that one guy, the quarterback, dude, you're supposed to throw this out and up. He's going to be wide open because the cornerback's going to trip. All you got to do is heave it out there.
Right. Yeah.
Ball,
no, I don't.
Ball slips, ends up 8 yards short, doesn't land in your hands. All of a sudden, everything's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you and your script.
There's too many variables, right?
I hate everything.
But hold on.
I can't wait till that fucking asteroid lands on my head.
Hold on. It's going to happen. So devil's advocate.
Oh boy, here we go.
It's Michigan and Ohio State. And magically, the team that's the refs, because usually they travel in groups.
I hate that too. That needs to change.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So the team that travels in refs typically don't call pass interference more than other teams do, right? Teams of refs, right? And let's say that Michigan's receivers, which is inherently true, are less skilled than Ohio State receivers.
100%.
Yes.
Ohio State's wide receiver group.
Nasty.
I've said this before.
Other than LSU, they're probably
Nope,
the best in the last 10
not
years.
even. Nope, not even that. They are the best wide receiver room in college football.
Right.
I hate saying anything positive about that fucking shithole team. Their wide receiver group
LSU and
every
LSU
fucking
are
year
tops
is the best. You
Right.
want to talk about wide receiver it's Ohio State.
Yeah. So
Their quarterbacks are absolute garbage. Their running backs are average at best. Their
I think
wide
Will Howard will
receiver,
have a good career.
it's adorable.
I do.
Dude, he's terrible.
So
Ohio State's wide receiver room, there's bar none. There ain't any better. Being a Michigan fan, it hurts me to say it. I have to admit it. They're so good.
I'm reining you in.
Yeah, hurry up. You got 9 minutes. Oh my God.
So Michigan's defense is predominantly man on man. And you have a ref group that is really highly likely to call pass interference.
Yeah.
Now, they could have taken that group and said, all right, you guys call this shit 1,000% of the time, rein it back a little bit. So now there's more grabbing at 5 yards. You know,
which you're right there. Yeah.
it happens in the NBA more than it does happen in the NFL, which
did you just compare basketball to football?
I did. So in the first quarter of NBA, and I don't know if you've seen any of the games like in the playoffs.
I haven't watched any lately, but
it's not worth it. But these guys go to the hoop, they're getting hammered. Like legit, like not 93 Jordan hammered, but like hammered.
They're getting hit, right?
They're getting contact, right?
That's fine.
And there's no call. Back end of the second quarter, they start calling shit they weren't calling before.
Yeah.
Why? Because there's a scoring gap, and they need to make it closer.
Hey, it's Vegas.
Well, hold on, and let's even take Vegas out of it. Because if it's a fucking 40-point blowout by halftime, you don't get commercials. Who pays for the NBA?
Yeah, exactly.
Magically, let's say a team is up
9-8. Be best 17.
Let's say a team's up by 18 points to start the second half. Magically, in the NBA, that lead goes down to 8 because the other team starts getting fucking fouls called for them. I swear to God, and I'll die on this hill.
God's not real.
Yeah, okay. I'll swear to you because you are real. And Matthew McConaughey was on your porch last night. I swear to God that there's a thing where you can go, okay, this one team's going to hit a 3. They're magically in this space where they can't be touched. And then literally you can put a stopwatch on it. And then the other team that was down by an insurmountable amount of points, they're back within 8 before the fourth quarter starts. How is that? Refs really do determine the outcome of the game.
They can.
How? Okay.
which
I know-
they shouldn't be able to, but they can.
Sure. And I know you're not a big NFL guy. I've been more accustomed to seeing an incomplete pass. Let's say some guy just throws it. Right?
Yeah.
And then he throws it to the opposite side of the field. And on the other side of the field, there's a magical flag.
Yeah.
And just happened to be 3rd and 7. So now it's 3rd and 2. It's they do control the outcome of the game. And these guys that travel in packs, one thing that Bill Belichick, the greatest coach of all time, would do, he would not game plan against the other team. He would, but he would also game plan against the ref team that you're going to have.
Yo, I just saw a reel, and Belichick was talking to Ocho Cinco, and he walked right up, and they were talking pregame out there doing a stretching and shit, and players and coaches that are familiar with each other, they always talking.
Yeah, especially them. Yeah,
I mean, how cool would that be? Whatever. So Ocho Cinco is talking to Belichick. He goes, "Yo, get the night off." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "We're doubling you all night. You ain't getting the ball."
Yeah.
He goes, "So just enjoy the night off." He goes, "What?
Come
You're
on,
not really doing it." He's like, "Come on, man."
Yeah.
It was the most wholesome fucking conversation. And he's like, "Yeah, fuck you. We're doubling you all night." He goes, "We have a play." He goes, "It's 1 double 85." He goes, "You hear that? You ain't getting the ball."
Yeah.
He's like, "Come on, coach."
Well, and also too, like
Ocho Cinco was like, he knew he was good, but he also was like, so he was humble about that shit. He's like, "Come on,
Yeah.
why?" He goes, "You have the night off." Belichick's like, "Got the night off, bro."
well,
He's like, "Well, fuck.
look at
What I
those,
gotta
like,
do?"
look at those big like Patriots Colts games, right?
Oh
So
my
I have
God,
no
yeah.
skin in the game, right? That's what whatsoever. Don't care. Belichick in the first 2 quarters would make his corners be very handsy.
Yeah.
And why is that? Because Peyton Manning operated on timing.
Oh yeah.
Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, you could
7-step
blindfold them
drop, 2 seconds. That ball is just inside the hash mark,
Yep.
12 yards down the field.
Yep.
You need to have your head around because that ball's right there.
Yeah. And
That was the way
if-
most good quarterbacks work.
you could blindfold those 2 players,
Yeah.
let alone Dallas Clark, let alone, whoever else, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to jam Marvin Harrison at the line, let's say between 1 and 5 yards, and you're a little grabby 6 to 8, and they don't call it. So Belichick would want you, if we get penalties in the first 2 quarters, we know how to play the last 2 quarters.
Yeah.
Now it's like, dude, there is a QB run. Let's say the QB actually runs and gets the first down. Let's say Josh Allen or Pat Mahomes runs, gets a first down. There's still an opposite flag
How you gotta deal with?
for touching someone's fucking waist.
Yeah.
Dude,
I hate the tic tac shit. Yo, the other day we were outside and guy across the street, James, he's dude, 6'3", 6'4", big black dude. He was eating noodles out of a bowl. And he was over at my house. We were sitting here drinking, listening to music.
segue, dude.
Yeah. And Brady was out. He was playing football with me. I was throwing footballs to him left-handed. And Brady wanted Mr. James to play football with him. I mean, he's probably a couple years older than me. He's I think he was in the Navy, whatever. So he's in shape, whatever.
Sweet.
And so Brady talked him into running a route. So Brady comes over to me, puts the football down. And he goes, "I'm going to do this. And then he goes, "When I go this way, throw a football." I'm like, "All right." I go on 3. 1, 2, 3. So Brady, I'm sitting in a fucking chair.
Mhm.
in the front yard. So Brady is my son, who is 8, all of maybe 3.5 feet tall, lined up against this 6'4" dude, black guy, holding a bowl of fucking noodles in his hand. And I go, ready, set, go. Brady takes one step in his break. Mr. James puts his hand right in the middle of his chest and throws him down.
Done.
I laughed so fucking hard I dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Brady got up and fucking torched him. And I told Brady this from day one. You beat your guy, you throw your hand up.
Yeah.
He goes, what does that mean? I go, when your hand goes up, that means you
Randy
beat
Moss.
your guy. That
Yeah.
means you're open. You're getting the ball. And I go, the fucking ball's on the ground because I was laughing so fucking hard that you got fucking shocked. So then Yule gave me shit about it. I'm like, all right, cool. So next time, I'm like, he's like, I got one more in me. Brady shook this dude. I'm telling you, he put a fucking Tyreek Hill move on this guy. And all I had to do is just toss the ball over a 6'4" black dude.
Yeah.
And Brady's just like, he might still be running. And then all the black guys are like, Yule. He's like, do it. Brady's like, what? He goes, do the gritty. And then Brady's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh. He's doing the gritty, and everybody lost their shit.
That's sick. Yeah.
They fucking love that little asshole here. But I mean, we do. There's just mad sports happening in this household. I have no idea where we're done. It's been an hour.
All right. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Trash Bandits, episode 2.
2:13 in the morning. My wife's gonna love this. I have to go to Vinny's in 4 hours.
Attaboy.
5 hours, 6 hours.
Yeah, you're good, man. My pulse is at, it's not reading. All right, cool. All right, we're out of here.
I hope you're 0.
I'm going to put probably one of these live tomorrow.
You gotta do what you gotta do, homie.
You know how to eat.
I got one big pour of bourbon left.
Just
Not tonight.
Not tonight. That's right.
Day's going to bed.
Just drink it. Maybe just time before Vinny's.
No. Tomorrow's Friday.
Sure is.
We're supposed to go to Erie. I have to drive to Erie. I'm not driving.
You got to ride to Erie.
Yeah. With my arm, even though it's my right one, just I could use a break every once in a while, but I'm like an hour and a half. I mean, we don't need a lot of fireworks because we have a shit ton
Allegedly.
So I'm gonna make her drive. So
Sweet.
yeah.
All right. Well, I love you.
Love you too. Oh, God.
I'll text you in about 10 minutes when I turn
Yep.
Gun 2 on.
Yo, let's do it. I gotta pee bad. My dick's twitching.